Hi friends, it's Denise. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much if you made it past those title screens and you still chose to watch on and continue with the video. I really do appreciate it. It also means that you're somewhat interested in knowing what I did 3 months ago in January, or maybe you just like when I put down stickers, because I like to see it. That's, to be honest, I don't even know why I'm posting this video. Something about me was too stubborn to be like, no, let's throw away all the footage. No, I'm too stubborn to do that. So here we are. So for this spread, I'm using a full kit from Petite paper. I believe this was an old mystery kit that she brought back during an anniversary celebration, and now I normally choose her matte sticker paper, but this time I wanted to try it in glossy, and although the colors are much more vibrant, sometimes for the darker colors the ink rubs off, and I mean, like, it kind of bothers me, but it's not like I'm constantly rubbing my fingers on the stickers, so it's generally okay, but in the future I'll probably be picking matte sticker paper. And then here is a quick view of the tools that I'll be using, and I will list them all in the info section down below. For this spread, I am not going to be placing down any glitter headers beforehand. I'm just going to go day by day and place stickers down as it goes from top to bottom. And while I was talking, I already placed down the bottom washi and the quote box. So for Monday, I put down a today header and then one of the long page flags. And then on top of that, I layered this girl character from Happy Dia that is drinking milk tea. I made myself some instant milk tea that morning to wake me up. Below that, I put a large laptop sticker from Little Miss Paperie, which I'm not sure if she sells them anymore. I really hope she does because they're like my favorite ones. And then on top of that, I layered a munchkin that is confused because I had to do some adulting that day. And to mark that, I used some silver check marks from The Giving Girl, and off camera, I will fill in what I had to do. Mondays are always a struggle to stay productive. So after that, I took a break, even though I probably didn't deserve it. I put down a full box and this girl that is on her iPhone or iPad or whatever smart device and just chilling. I was probably watching a bunch of YouTube videos and binging them. I had planned on opening the store on Tuesday after a winter break, and so I had to design some new things, and I think I've mentioned before, most of my designs I either do the night before or the day of opening, which is not a good habit, but it always works out in the end. And that iPad sticker is from my shop. I also marked down a bill due, and that during dinner I watched an episode of Fuller House. At the time, I was trying to catch up on my Hobonichi journal, which is the A6 size, the Techo size, which I have completely fallen behind on currently when I post this. But anyways, I put that in a half box with a Happy Dia sticker. Now on to Tuesday, I started with a gold glitter header that came with the kit, and then I put down a to-do header, and I chose this full box that has a little bit of blank space at the top so that I could write in finished designs, and I used another girl from Happy Dia that is like furiously drawing on her iPad because that's probably what I was doing. And then I put down a half box to mark the reopening, and I used a logo sticker that is included in all of my samplers. I also put some of the new releases on a $2 Tuesday sale, so I wrote that next to a smaller page flag, and then on top I layered another check mark that is silver foiled from The Giving Girl. After the reopening, I made myself some really late lunch, and of course I watched another episode of Fuller House, so I wrote that down, and then there was like a little awkward space between the TV label and the $2 Tuesday writing, so I put this peekaboo munchkin on top. For the meal, I had a very nostalgic kind of food. It was bagel bites. Yep, I can eat as many bagel bites as I want now as an adult, and I ate a lot. Still slowly tidying up the room and making a donation pile, so I used a cleaning maru, and the tidy up lettering sticker wouldn't fit, so I just wrote it with my pen. There wasn't much else to fill up for Tuesday, so I decided to use a piece of washi strip and my favorite couple sticker from Lovely Mine, and they're just all snuggly and cute. And then I used a Giving Girl silver bow to fill up the little gap above that. Wednesday, I put down a today header followed by another full box, and on top of that I layered a work lettering sticker from my shop and then a printer sticker from Happy Dye. I usually mass print and then mass cut, so I was doing that to prepare to fill out all of the orders that I got. Then I marked my morning coffee with a page flag, and then on top I layered a coffee drink from Happy Dye, and I used a morning coffee lettering sticker from my shop. This next part doesn't really make sense because this is a journal with me and everything is written down after the fact. So I had written down a list of people that I had paid back on Venmo that day. Either they paid for groceries or a meal or whatever, and so I was paying them back. And it doesn't really make sense looking back at it now. So it's basically a space filler, and that can be kind of annoying because there's no point to it. But if it overall helps the look of the spread, then I think it's worth it. When I look at the overall layout, I'm very satisfied, so I think that it is worth that kind of useless list right there. I don't even know if that explanation made sense, but I'm not going to redo it. So moving on, I did use a $ icon from the kit next to the list of names and a heart arrow from Mandy Dreams. Next, I used a label with some gold glitter on the side and a winter cozy maru to mark binging some more YouTube videos, probably while printing stock. And then I continued my tiny mission to tidy up a little bit at a time, so I used a large page flag and layered a lettering sticker on top of that. That evening, one of my apartment mates made us hot chocolate, so of course I had to use this cute food sticker from my shop to mark that. And then also that day we purchased some tickets to a show by one of my favorite DJs, so I was very, very excited that we are going to go see Jai Wolf in June. Alright, almost halfway done with the spread. So on Thursday I put down a today header, and it was raining that day, so I used one of the labels with the gold glitter, and I have the perfect sticker to mark that. I have this Oops sheet, I believe, from Once More With Love, and it's a munchkin that is kind of chilling in an umbrella, and I wrote that it was a rainy week. Then I took a TV label and flipped it upside down so I could layer this coffee icon from Moomy Stickers on top to write that I got myself some Starbucks that day. I spent a majority of this day on the computer, either printing and cutting or just browsing the internet, as I normally do, so to take up some more space, I used this computer flat lay sticker from Toffee Bananas, and then I treated myself to some takeout for lunch, so I used a meal label for that. Underneath that, I put a to-do header and another full box, and I layered a printer icon from Very Cute Designs, and then a print and cut lettering sticker that I made for myself. That evening, Brian left to go on a Tahoe trip, and so I used a label and this really cute munchkin that Marg drew to look like Brian. Sometimes she has these custom openings where you can munchkinify someone, so I asked her to draw Brian for me, and it looks so cute, so I wrote that in the label. And then I took the opportunity to have the room to myself to completely make a mess and sprawl out all of my stickers and everything to catch up on my 2018 EC. So I wrote that in a half box, and that glitter sticker is a very old one from SPC. And of course, while I did that, I watched some YouTube videos. So I used a TV circle icon from the kit, and I wrote next to that. So on Friday, I started with a today header and a small page flag, and I printed some more stock, so I used another printer icon from Very Cute Designs. And then I had to drop off a special order to one of Brian's relatives. They were really sweet and ordered some stickers from me, so I just hand delivered it to them. And I wrote that in a house label with another silver foil checkmark from the Giving Girl. I marked ordering more paper, which was kind of annoying for me because I thought I had a whole nother box of paper left, but it was marked incorrectly because I don't know why I transferred. Anyways, basically I ran out of paper and I couldn't print anymore, which was really annoying, and it was totally preventable if I had just checked earlier. So I used a washi strip and a pretty annoyed looking Maru on top. During lunch, I watched an episode of Sugar Rush, which is a Netflix show, and I totally love all those like food competition shows. I don't know. They're very fun, and this one is about desserts, so of course I love it even more. And then that evening, I did go live on my Instagram, and I did a live plan with me, which took longer than I thought. It was a lot harder to do it on the spot and live obviously there's a reason why I do it sped up and I do a voiceover. It's because I don't know what are words, don't know how to talk. So it was very difficult, but I used a phone icon from my shop to mark that, and then I got dinner at Shabu Club with Amy, Julia, Ada, and Anna, and I used a Hot Pot sticker from Happy Daya in a half box, and we did drink some fruity soju. The white grape one was my favorite, although the lychee, and I think we got either peach or mango. They're all very good, and I used a little shot glass from Hey Soul Sticker, which is Ada's shop, layered on top of a tiny page flag. And then when I came back with Anna and Julia, we were a little tipsy, so I continued the rest of my live plan with me, and I finished my spread. I placed down the weekend banner, and then I marked that it was Shira's birthday on Saturday with a balloon icon from the kit. I wanted to make sure that there was enough space for this adorable full box with the polar bear, so I put that at the bottom of Saturday. And then I marked taking out the garbage, and also that I FaceTimed a little bit with Brian, which is something we never ever do. So that was special, and I put that on a page flag with this really cute phone sticker from Happy Daya. And then I used a half box and a record sticker from Very Cute Designs. I don't remember what I recorded, probably one of the other two Plan With Me's before this, because the year just started, so couldn't be much else. And yeah, and then for dinner I went with my apartment mates and we got some Ike sandwiches to take home, and we had a little movie night. So I used one of the labels and a TV icon, and I wrote that we watched a movie called Mary and the Witch's Flower, and then we also watched the documentary about the Fire Festival. So I used a movie marquee from Rose and Tea Shop and a Maru that's like gasping because I remember the Fire Festival kind of happening. I never looked up the details, and now that I watched the documentary, I was like, wow. Social media is a scary thing. Off camera, I also added a little silver foiled bow from the Giving Girl on top of the polar bear's scarf, and I thought that was such a cute little detail. And then on Sunday, so I was meeting up with my boba squad, and we were doing a belated Secret Santa gift exchange. And of course, I do things at the last minute. You know, regardless of being a person who likes paper planning and decorative things, I'm still very bad at, I'm very much a procrastinator. So I wrapped my gift for my Secret Santa person, and I wrapped it that morning. So I used this really adorable Moomy sticker, and I put it on top of a label, and then Julia helped drive us all down to where we were going to meet up at a mall in the South Bay. And then Anna and I shared some snacky foods from Koja Kitchen, and I used a washi strip and layered on top this Boba Bitch Squad lettered sticker from Mandy Dreams, and it was lettered by one of our Boba Bitches, Malika. For dinner, we picked to eat at Din Tai Fung, so I wrote that in a half box, and I wanted to decorate it a little bit, so I used these perfect little peekaboo, suey, and steamy stickers from Wonton and a Million, and it was kind of hard picking like where they would go, but I sort of just guessed which ones would fit and would give me enough writing space, and it ended up fitting really nicely. And then underneath that, I used a large page flag, and I wrote that Julia was my Secret Santa, and she gave me this beautiful Libra necklace that I wear almost every time I go outside of the house. And then she also gave me a water bottle that I use every time I go to the gym now. After dinner, of course, we had to stop and get boba, otherwise why would we be the boba squad? And I used that teeny tiny little boba drink from Sprouts Paper Co. to Marketing Teaspoon, and my go-to drink is the rose milk tea there. And then we all headed home. But Anna and Julia stayed at my place for a little bit, and we went with Brian, and it was a very cloudy night, but we tried to go find a good spot to see the total lunar eclipse, and even though it was kind of sprinkling outside, eventually we saw it for like a split second. And that is how I ended my lovely week. I will be finishing up the sidebar, and while I do that, I will thank you guys for staying until the very end of this video, and I hope you don't hear Brian blowing his nose in the background. He does that a lot. Allergy season, you know? And by the time that I have posted this, I would have already recorded the voiceover for the next one. So I will be talking to you soon. I don't know, I have the sudden determination and motivation to do these. It'll probably die off really fast too, so we'll see how far this goes. Yeah, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.